Hi Sanjay, very very good evening. How are you?
Very good evening, ma'am.
How are you doing? All good?
The day is going swimmingly. I have no complaints so far. So far, so good. What about you, ma'am?
Yeah, all good from my side. I'm enjoying taking the sessions with my learners.
What is going on in Baroda?
Yeah, Baroda. Oh, good. You remember that I'm from Baroda. That's really great.
I
Good
know.
memory you have. So Baroda is good. Yeah, a little bit. We feel cold only in the early morning. Otherwise, it is really very hot, even in November.
Okay, okay. Nice to hear that, ma'am.
Right. Okay. And how is your preparation and everything going on? English and all? Are you speaking it consistently?
Consistently, I would say that I'm not missing my single day in
Wow.
terms of reading, in terms of watching podcast, English
Hmm.
content,
Hmm.
in terms of I would say talking. And so I'm
Hmm.
attending the session on regular basis.
Hmm.
Even I have completed till I have made century in terms of sessions.
Oh,
So in
100.
yeah, so it is I think one hundred
Fantastic.
seventeen session,
Wow.
and
That's really great. Hmm.
so the journey is going, and I would say that this is the only way to improve my communication skill.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I think there is no panacea, there is no pill
Hmm.
for that,
Hmm.
and this is the only
Wow.
way. And I have to talk more. When I will
Hmm.
speak more, so I will be able to speak more. Otherwise, there is no chance
Absolutely.
to get fluency.
That's great. Great, great, great. That's really wonderful. It's really fantastic that you are loving this platform so much that, even after completing 119 sessions, you are not tired and you still are
Hmm.
that much enthusiastic as
Actually,
if you're.
I have a strong desire. Actually, I always think, what should I inculcate in my mind every time,
Mm,
in terms of
mm,
vocabulary, in terms of sentences,
mm,
sentence structure. So
mm,
every time I try to uh,
mm,
engrossed myself
mm,
very much into English.
mm,
So that's
mm,
why I have bought many books, and
mm,
I have bunch of books. So whenever I return from my office, so I look like I look towards
mm,
books when
mm,
I will complete this, and
mm,
what would be
mm.
the vocabulary inside the book. I'm
Uh-huh.
missing. I'm missing.
Yeah.
So nowadays I'm reading Sudha Murthy's ma'am, and I have
Oh,
finished. I think this is my third book of Sudha Murthy's ma'am,
wow.
and really I am enjoying after reading that book, because so
Right.
many stories are available there. And after
Mm,
reading books, I'm getting motivated. I'm getting life lessons as well.
right.
So this kind of book giving me vocabulary, framing of sentences, how they
Mm,
are framing the sentences, sentence
mm,
structure, and all things I'm inculcating from Sudha
right.
Murthy's ma'am. Actually, I'm enjoying
Yeah.
reading the book
Ab-
because that is a storytelling book. It is
mm,
all about life lessons, and it is
right.
based on true story, I should say. Whatever
Mm,
she has encountered in their life,
mm.
this is all about
Great,
them.
wonderful. So even she is one of my favorite author. Any one extract which you would like to share right now in front of me, which was really very much heart touching, and you really learned something from that.
So many. Actually, yesterday I have read one story that is about leprosy. Actually, leprosy.
Mm-hmm.
She
Okay.
went in one village. Actually, she was
Mm-hmm.
the part of one organization. So she
Mm-hmm.
went there to uh, for some other work, and she's philanthropic. Everybody knows about him,
Mm-hmm.
her. So she went there, and
Mm-hmm.
she saw a very horrible thing. And there was one village, and there was the place totally belonged to leprosy patient, and they
Mm-hmm.
were living out there. And when she entered in one home, and so she saw that there was one lady, and she was aged, and she hadn't worn any clothes, and she
Mm-hmm.
was naked at that
Mm-hmm.
time. And she went for some other work, and so say suddenly she ordered his her driver, so bring some clothes,
Mm-hmm.
saris. And
Mm-hmm.
she started distributing sari over there, out there. And mm, means actually when she knocked the door, she was telling that, please come out, and I want to meet. So
Mm-hmm.
she actually she was not coming outside at the time because she was naked.
Naked,
And so
right.
she started, and since so she was astonished at that time that she was
Mm.
very uh, she was so down at that time after seeing
Mm.
that event,
Mm.
because we are living in the societies, somebody is not affording to get some clothes, they are not buying some clothes in such a society we are living. So
Mm.
whenever she used to visit anywhere, so she had started taking clothes as well with her,
Mm.
and she has started saris. And I have listened something about her. There she is wearing throughout the year. She is buying, I think, one or two saris,
Yes. Mm.
and I think and I think the saris which she is wearing, it is also given by their distant relative like sisters and other. She is
Right.
not buying. She is
And
not buying.
yes.
And this was the one, and the one book is when she stopped drinking milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so why she has stopped drinking milk? Because she went in remote area,
Mm.
and and when she went to remote area, so there was a pouring over there. So she went in one village, and the village was like, uh, I would say they were very poor, and there was pouring. So she went inside the room, and she saw there was trashed I would say hut,
Mm.
trashed house. So at the time of pouring, and she was escaping her driver and
Mm.
herself as well.
Mm.
And so it is the Indian culture. Whenever we visit somewhere, whenever we go somewhere, so it is our culture that we must do hospitality.
Mm.
And so he was offering something to ma'am
Mm.
in terms of something, but she was denying to take at that time. She was refusing at that time. Yeah, that is, she was perceiving it that they are poor. Why should I take something actually?
Right.
But this is the hospitality. They were poor, but they were trying to do some hospitality at that time. So they had some milk actually at that time, and there was child in their room, in his room. And when the person who went inside, and she was discussing with his wife that she is not taking anything. I think we should offer some milk to her. So his wife was telling that we have this much milk. How can we offer to her? Because if we will offer, so we won't be able to feed milk to my son. And actually, she had translator at that time, Sudha Murthy's ma'am, and she was assuming that she doesn't know Odia. The place was in Odisha. So they were discussing. So she was able to understand their feeling, their language. And though when after discussing when they uh, came in front of ma'am and they were offering, so she denied to take milk, and uh, she had used some tactic actually at that time. I have a fast today, so that I cannot take. And after seeing that situation, she had stopped drinking milk at that time, and she is not using milk because of she got to know that how much it is important in poor areas,
Yes,
and even they cannot afford buying milk. So these are the story, and so many stories, but unable to recall right now, man.
nice. That's really wonderful. Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing these two extracts, and they were really
Yeah,
very interesting. And yes, she is such a wonderful lady, so simple, so down to earth. And
yeah,
even though she is a wife of a billionaire,
yeah.
one fine day she was also sharing one thing. I think you might also be knowing when his uh, uh, son-in-law, he actually became the prime
Rishi
minister
Sunak,
of
yeah, yeah,
UK. So once he was actually traveling over there, and when he told the cab driver that I just have to go to this particular address, He was not believing that why are you going to this address? I mean, nobody's allowed to go over there because it is actually the residence of Prime Minister. So she said that actually that Prime Minister is my son-in-law. So because of her attire of her dress, she is so simple
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah,
her
yeah.
sari.
Actually,
So people were
uh,
not accepting that she is.
right, right. This is actually, yeah, in India. Acha, it was it would be event in I think in London, I think.
London, yes, it was.
Okay, okay, yeah, right.
Absolutely. Right. Great. Okay. And another was like, when she was traveling through business class and she was wearing a very ordinary sari. So when we
Right,
were staying over there, obviously, when you have a business class, there are very high grade people and the way they dress up, we come to know that, yeah, they have the capacity to travel through the business class. When she was standing over there, the person who was checking your boarding pass, he said that, ma'am, I think you have had a mistake. This is the line of the business class people. Kindly please go to the economic class. So he just showed the boarding class ticket, and she said, I am actually from the boarding class. Don't go for through my attire. So
right,
that is
right, right.
actually the thing which is being shared by.
Actually, I think these things are actually yet to read actually, and it is I haven't encountered this story.
Okay.
Definitely, she would have mentioned somewhere, I think, in book,
Absolutely, absolutely. She
and
would have, yes, yes, yes.
yeah, definitely,
Okay.
and definitely, I would love to buy this book as well.
Right. Okay. That's really great. I'm really feeling very happy that you are so much interested. You are an avid reader. Let me tell you that you are
Right.
reading such wonderful books and
I was
also
not
learning.
bookworm, ma'am. I was not bookworm at all,
Okay.
actually.
Uh,
Actually, for the sake of English, it has
mm,
become my learning
great.
tool.
Great.
And now, actually, I have inculcated this as a habit in my life.
Mm,
And I believe that, and I got to know that readers are leaders. So,
absolutely. Wow.
uh,
Great.
so, so I think definitely I will excel in my life.
Absolutely, very true. Now, we have the people who are really very, very, very less. Actually, the numbers are degrading because of this internet and the social media that we have access to. That we do not have that much time to open a book and read that. Nobody has
Right,
time to sit at one place, glued to their seat, and read a particular book. But this habit of yours is really great, wonderful.
right.
So do
Yes,
not
ma'am.
give up this habit. It is really going to help you very much, and you're
Yeah.
also gaining and improving your knowledge also. Right.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
learning so much every day. Fantastic. Very good. Nice, nice. And so today we will be discussing about a very interesting topic that if you switch lives. Now, the first thing is how would your life be if you could switch your life for 48 hours with the opposite gender? Now, you are a male. Now, if you become a female for 48 hours, what actually things would be there? Would it be surprising for you, fun for you, or challenging for you?
No, it is not challenging. I would love to be like Sudha Murthy's ma'am. Ma'am. So I would be like more philanthropic, and I would definitely those who are doing philanthropic work, benevolent work, and those who have devoted their life towards humanity, towards society, towards nation. So I would love to like them. I would love to be like them. So definitely, I would love to switch and nothing else apart from them. That nothing else actually, and I don't want to be from another person. Like
Wow.
definitely those who are like Abdul Kalam Azad, Abdul Kalam, who was president. Uh, yeah, so I would love to be like him and Swami Vivekananda. So such types of people, they have motivated me. They are
Right.
motivating me. And BK Sivani, she's from Brahma Kumaris. So
Hmm. Hmm.
these things are
Okay.
inspiring me actually.
Great, wonderful. So, sir, as you said that you would like to be Sudha Murthy. Now, in that 48 hours, what would be that one thing which you would like to do? As you have got so much inspiration from her books, any one thing which you would like to do for the society?
So nowadays people, the basic amenities like in health sector, in education sector. So I would love to build more hospital. I would love to build a more education sector so that people can get education. Those who are poorer, I would say, remote area like in rural areas, those who are unable to get good education, good uh, hospital. They are suffering due to availability of hospital. They are not getting good treatment, and they are uh, they are going very far away from their resistance to get good treatment. So these are the thing, and I would love to inculcate some spiritual thing in academic, because academic, now the teaching, and it has become just a piece of paper, and I got to know that your degree and your academic education is just a piece of paper. Your correct value is your right education, I would say. So I would love to inculcate, impose these things in education sector, and I would love to say government and whatever the, so they must include, incorporate some spiritual books in academic session, in academic, so that apart from study, apart from academic education, they can get some spiritual teaching, so that they can work on themselves, how to speak, how to behave, and how to think in their life. So because these are the things lacking in education system.
That's really wonderful. A very, very good thought that you would like to have. And yes, with the help of the spiritual learnings and teachings, the life skills would be upgraded as far as our youth and our children are concerned, right? So,
Right,
very,
and
very good.
one thing, and religion is really realization. I would love to impose this thing, incorporate, because and if the person will dive into spirituality in religions, so they will get some gold, and they will get something, because every religions, if I will say about Muslim community, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Sai Baba, Guru Nanak, they all are telling about only, if the person will go inside, go in very much of the individual, so they will know that the whole core of spirituality or of religion, to be humble, to be kind, to be compassionate towards society, and for the sake of their benefit, spiritual gurus are separating everybody. But I would say these are the things every spiritual preacher and every religions are teaching the same thing. But we are separate. We are human. We are separating the things in different way, and we are following the gurus, and we are not following the preaching of gods actually.
Right, absolutely. Very true. Great. Now, if another situation is there wherein you would like to live the life of a billionaire and he is having a wonderful fancy house, a very, very big house. Okay. Now, in that particular house, which room would you basically like to go and spend your time most and why?
If I were billionaire,
Yeah,
billionaire.
if you actually a person is there who's a billionaire and he's having a wonderful house. Now, if you are told, like for example, let's take example of Mukesh Ambani's Antalya. Now, you are told that you have to spend 48 hours over there. Now, which room would you basically choose and why?
As a Mukesh Ambani, or as a simple human being?
Now, as a simple human being. Now, you are Sanjay Sengar, but you have got this opportunity to go and live in Antalya. So, which house would you prefer to go and live?
I think I think you got to know which kind of person I am. So definitely, I wouldn't prefer to go in a restaurant, in restaurant in other areas, and I would love to see whether he has some rooms where they are doing something towards humanity, and so I would love to visit those areas rather than visiting other areas.
Right. Okay. Wonderful thought. Very nice. So you would basically like to go to certain places where they are actually utilizing for humanities. Very good.
Right, right.
Now, if you have to be a politician who is currently, into money laundering case, okay. So what tactics would you employ to clear your image in the eyes of the public?
Hmm. I believe that true politician is that who think about next generation rather than thinking about next election.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well
So,
said.
so if I would be indulged in money laundering,
Hmm.
okay. So definitely, if I'm indulged in money laundering, so I will surrender myself in front of cops, and I would love to wear all allegation, and definitely I would love to be in behind the bar rather than escaping myself. And uh, if I will wear my all allegation, and so definitely the time will definitely will come, and I would be able to come out. Otherwise, if I will keep on escaping myself from sins, and if I will keep on escaping myself from money laundering in all these things,
Hmm.
so definitely I would have some thought about that, thinking about that, and I would be not able to able. I would not be able to sleep properly,
Hmm.
and every time I would be in trauma and in all these things. So I would love to surrender myself, man.
Okay. That's really wonderful and very honest answer. Another one is if you are given to switch your life and you become your boss. Okay.
Of course.
So would you initially give increment to yourself or a better grade or a better promotion to yourself?
If I would be boss, isn't it?
Yes.
So if I would be boss, so definitely there would be some top management. How can I give myself promotion at that time?
Okay.
The promotion would be dependent upon my top management.
Right. Absolutely. But if you are the
Yeah.
top management, hello, let me give you this way that if you are actually the top management, now what will you do first for yourself?
Right. If I would be part of top management, so as I said, the leaders are leaders, and the true leader is that who demonstrate themselves uh, as a leader, and as a leader. In my point of view, in my point of opinion, the true leader is that uh, who always seeing the person who is in front of him as a leader. I think. So definitely, I would love to empower my subordinates, my associate at that time, and those who are weaker, and I would love to empower them. I would love to guide them, and because fingers are not same actually, and
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be able to get a perfect person. There would be some weak person, there would be some fragile and person. So it is my responsibility as a leader to empower them and to make them perfect as all are them. So as a leader, that would be my responsibility.
Right. Good. Very nice. So, in fact, it would be really great if we get the bosses like you and the leaders like you. So everybody would be having a wonderful work culture to stay there and work, and rather than having a fear from the boss or the hatredness towards the boss. So that's really great, Sanjay.
Right.
Wonderful. Okay.
Mhm.
And what if you become a professor? What will be the first thing that you will do for your students?
Professor. So, Professor, the things are same, man. And I would love to teach about spirituality, and I would love to teach how to handle such challenges. And because the life is full of vicissitudes, the life is full with tumultuous, and there would be, if you are in this world, so definitely there would be up and down in your life. If the line is straight like ECG, it means you are dead.
Right, absolutely.
So, so as a professor, I would love to tell them, apart from academic study, apart from your whatever you are pursuing in your life, apart from this, The true teaching is life actually. Why most of the people are fail? Because uh, they are thinking that in life is giving uh, uh, life is giving the same paper to all. No, it is not going to happen. Actually, we all are having different paper in our life, and what we do, we try to copy the paper. That's why we are fail actually. And we should know that we have different paper in our life, and we have to empower ourselves, and we have to work upon ourselves actually. Then we will be able to face the challenges, and we will be able to uh, survive in life. And every challenges there are, I would say, the blessing in disguise. And I think we should inculcate this thing in our life. If there are challenges, definitely there will be uh, what I said, blessing in disguise. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Good, very well said, sir. So overall, it was a wonderful and very interesting conversation that we had today, and
Same here, man.
every aspect were really very, very well answered, well organized. I'm not able to mark out any of the grammatical errors. That is one of the best point. And your thoughts
There was
are
no error, man.
no error at all.
Oh, really?
That's really good, wonderful. And most importantly, your thoughts have been improvised because of lots of reading things that you are doing. And
Right.
as you said, that
The credit goes, definitely the credit goes to reading part, ma'am,
reading
only.
part, absolutely,
And whenever I will be fluent, and I will tell anybody, so definitely I would recommend them that you must read. And
absolutely,
so
very true.
the reading is a more important element of English.
Element, yes, absolutely. So do not give it up. I know you will be 100% doing because you are now becoming a bookworm. So keep
Yeah,
reading the things, keep
yeah,
reading the
sure,
content.
sure,
It's
sure.
really changing your point of views. It's really changing the way you're thinking. It's really
Yeah,
changing your personality also because of so much good content that you're reading. So just keep it up, Sanjay. It was a wonderful session. Keep
same
it up.
here, ma'am. Have a great day ahead, ma'am,
You too.
and
You
I
too.
would love to meet you again.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay,
Me too.
okay,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much. Have a
Bye,
great
ma'am.
day.
Bye.
Bye.